so glad that our friend, real estate broker, boss, mom, and wife, Nicole Piccola from Modern Traditions Real Estate Group is here to help us make sense of it all. You are in one of the hottest markets in the country. You know, you got Dallas, you got Frisco, you got Collin County, all over Texas, really. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you something. Where are your buyers coming from, most of them? Are they from California, New York, or other places in Texas?
Well, as a born and raised Texan, most of my buyers are here.
We're unicorns, by the way. We were both born and raised in Texas, so there's not many of us out there.
No, I know. Haven't you noticed
weird.
that?
It's
so weird.
Yeah.
So I do have out-of-state buyers. I get referrals a lot. So most of my business is strictly referrals. I don't do a lot of marketing or advertising for, I call them stranger clients, but that eventually become family. But a lot of them are just local. But I do have even clients coming from Canada.
What? Really?
Yes.
Because it used to be so cheap to live in Texas, but now obviously it's not anymore. So what about this cash buyer thing that we're hearing? Is somebody really showing up to a house with a suitcase full of with $1 million? I mean, I know it's obviously not a suitcase, but who's doing that? Who's got $1 million in the bank to just plunk down on a house?
Well, it is those out-of-state buyers that are coming in with cash because of their markets like California or even like Canada or Chicago or New York. Their home prices are well exceeding ours. And so they are able to sell their properties in their state and then bring the cash to ours because our affordability is much different than California.
Yeah. So even at $1 million, that's a steal in Texas.
They're like,
in California.
They're super excited to get the size home that they can get here versus what they would get in California.
So let me ask you this. I know there's a few times my husband and I bought a house and we had to when we lived in DC, that's one of those coast, where we thought 20 years ago we bought a house and it was $550 and it seemed like $550,000 20 years ago for a house. Oh. It was a nothing house. It was wood paneling. Girl, we didn't even have brick, okay, because it was DC. And I was like, my husband's like, this is stupid. This is the dumbest thing we've ever done. We need to just buy a place in Florida and rent here in DC, which in hindsight, he was right, but that's another story. But we thought that was so much money, and we actually wound up losing money on that house because we sold when, the housing market.
The recession.
Yeah. But I just wonder if the houses in Dallas are going to just continually go up. What do you think in the Texas market? Do you think they're just going to continually, really, that's what you think the trend is?